Good evening, nice internet people. We're Ian and Jen doing the Edinburgh Festival Fringe. If you've not seen us before, we've got over 25 reviews this year in 2025. It's all linked down below. And this was we think it might be the last show of the day, but anyway, it's the third show of the day, day 6. And this was
Motorhome Marilyn.
We think it was Jane's choice.
No, it was because there's a cross.
It was definitely wouldn't have been my choice.
So, new writing, dark comedy. Celebrated actress Michelle Collins stars as a Marilyn Monroe lookalike in a dark comedy about the obsessive fascination of an icon and the devastating realities of aging. The play blends dark humour with poignant reflections on unfulfilled dreams.
Okay.
Which is what it did. I mean, I liked the setting.
It's worth mentioning it's quite a big theatre. I think it's a theatre we've been in before at the Patter Hoose, as it is now known. It was Patter Hoose, didn't
it? But it was
Doonstairs, the Patter Hoose. Nice old style theatre.
Yeah.
About 150 people, and it looked like it was pretty much sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would say predominantly a demographic of our sort of age.
Yeah.
I have to say this wasn't my sort of thing.
How often does he start off with that? But so it was a really good set because it basically was a motorhome, well filled because she talks about she's a hoarder, and it is full of Marilyn Monroe memorabilia. I've never seen Michelle actually, perform on stage, as it were. So it was a great opportunity to do that.
And I suppose it is nice to see people who you only know through TV to actually know that they can do their craft on the stage. They're not just TV actors. And she can. She can.
I mean, she's obviously a lot older, and she refers to aging throughout the performance. She doesn't hide from it. And she reflects on her life, about how she got there. I mean, the script is good, it's witty, it's sort of conversational. She's actually talking to her pet, which I won't
Bobby.
say what the pet is, because that's part of the story. And it's funny. I mean,
it says it's a dark comedy. I mean, there weren't a lot of laughs in it.
No, but there's lots of times when you smile. She makes references to things, like, for instance, there's an Elvis lookalike, and she says, the width of his collar, you could hide a choir behind. It's that kind of level, and it is dark humour. We won't say because it's part of the narrative.
What goes on?
What goes on. And it has a direct bearing on the end of the play. But it's very gentle. She sings a song.
Her singing voice was actually, I thought, pretty good, really.
Yeah. But yeah, it's, I mean, I don't know. She made lots of references to Marilyn's life. I don't know how much of that was actually true, and there are a couple of times about parallels between her obviously fictional life and Marilyn. And again,
the comments that she made about Arthur Miller when Marilyn was married to Arthur Miller, because he'd wrote the Misfits for her, didn't he? And the fact that his alcoholism, I mean, it was that is definitely true. What she said there.
I think it was. I think it was true. So it is a one-person play. So obviously,
it's quite. Sorry.
No, go on.
I was just going to say there's quite a lot of costume changes in it.
Yeah.
You thought that was okay, because I didn't know that they were all necessary. If I'm honest.
I mean, the first costume she was in, because she'd obviously been doing
a Marilyn thing,
because it was the white dress. She then went off and did this.
And she went red, black,
because she was singing. It was a sort of what I can't remember how she referred to it, a sort of
cocktail dress, wasn't it?
It was a cocktail dress, and then she was going off for an audition, and so she had another dress on. So
you thought that was okay?
Yeah, they were all appropriate, and I think
I got slightly irritated with her disappearing behind the screen to get changed again.
No, I thought they were very short.
If you felt that was fine, that's
yeah,
okay.
no, it was all appropriate to the story. No, there were reasons why they were. It wasn't sort of gratuitous. I think if she'd done sort of 7 or 8, then yeah, you'd have thought why. But no, it was all good, and she looked great.
When's it on?
Sorry?
When's it
when
on?
it is on? It is on. So it's at the Gilded Balloon Patter House, which is on Chambers Street. Loonstairs. It is on now right through until the 25th, but it is not on the 13th. It is on at 5:30 in the afternoon for an hour, and it is now it's either 18 or 17, depending on the
higher
date.
The higher end of
depending on the dates.
I mean, I suppose because of who it is, it didn't fit. I'll be honest with you. To me, it didn't feel like an Edinburgh Fringe show. It's.
I know what you mean. Actually,
it could be seen anywhere, but it just it just didn't feel like an Edinburgh show to me. No, that's not necessarily a negative thing. I don't mean it to be negative. It's just
because we have been to other shows which have been in big theatres, haven't they?
We have, yeah. It just didn't really feel like it. Okay. I could see it in the West End. It would probably do really well in the West End.
It would have to be longer than an hour, though. Wouldn't it?
Would actually, yeah. And certainly the price would probably be triple.
And I don't know how you. Well, of course you could extend it, but yeah. So I think.
So when it was on, did you say when it was on till?
Till the 25th.
And it's 18 quid.
Yep. Or
17.
Yeah, no, I've said all that.
Yeah, that's cool. It's a 3 from me, but there's a caveat to that. I would never have picked it. And if it does sound like your sort of thing, go see it. But it's if you hadn't have picked it, I wouldn't have gone. No. So that's the reason why she performs it really well.
Yeah, and I think I'm a 3 too.
Okay.
High end.
Good.
High
right.
3.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you fancy it, go see it. I don't even know if it tours actually when it might, because it might do.
Yeah, it might do.
But it's only for all the month, isn't it? Mm-hmm. There is one thing worth mentioning about the venue. So the Gilded Balloon Patter House, we've been there twice now, and have both times been sent into the bar to then find out that the queue has already started for where the venue, for whichever room you're going into. We just happened to walk downstairs because we thought that's where it was starting, and the queue was already there. So there's a sort of conflict as to when. Basically, don't go and stand in the bar. Go and find out where the room is and start a queue, because somebody's probably already done it ahead of you. It just felt slightly irritating today, because it happened last week as well, didn't it? Or early in the week.
Yeah, it did.
Where we were sent in the bar and they didn't call it, and you suddenly you find literally you're at the end of the queue. Yeah. But it's worth a mention that it's just something that we've noticed twice now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anything else from you?
Nope.
We might go and see something else today, but we're not planning to review anything else today.
No.
We've got stuff tomorrow, and we'll see you then.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.